Welcome to Y Rush Racing, and welcome to the Hillbilly GP Round 6. Today, we're out Kilburn Woods Part 2, and that's near Bolivar, Missouri. To find out more, go to hillbillygp.com. All right, so here we are. This is the AM race. This is the start of it. This is the C class, the most exciting class to watch in my mind. And, yeah, if you can't tell, it is an amazing day today. Oh, man, I've been looking forward to this, like, all winter. I would say it's probably not much of an exaggeration if you say that this has been a bit of a mutter this winter. And guess what? Well, here's me. So fast forward several hours from that last clip, and then fast forward like another 6 minutes, and this is what we're going to see. Yeah, so I forgot to turn on my GoPro at the beginning, and stuff like that happens. But so yeah, here's where we are. Oh man, and it's been quite a race already. So I didn't get an amazing start off the line. Kind of got caught up mid-pack somewhere, maybe towards the back even, in the field sections. Kilburn Woods has a pretty good field section right off the start. So you have, if you don't have a great start, you're decent at the grass track. You can make up some ground. So I did. Got into the woods second place, and so that there right in front of me is Patrick. Patrick and I have raced once before in an enduro, so it was never head-to-head. And so I really haven't truly raced Patrick before, but he is a friend of Adam. Adam, the guy that's been the spoiler this season, coming in and just smoking us. But Adam actually has moved up to AVET, but he brings with him Patrick, who is a solid replacement. So yeah, here I am following Patrick, and my whole goal today is to place 5th or better. Because if I can do that, I guarantee a win. That would guarantee me a win for the BVET Class Championship for the Hillbilly GP 2018-19 season. So that's goal numero uno. So with that, you have to like make good choices, not be dumb. So here, what made me think like, oh crap, did I have my camera on? Is I had that was a dumb moment fairly early in the race. There was a Steve, and a Steve is like, if you see these green arrows, and Kilburn Woods has quite a bit, there's like 2 options. And there was a Steve, and I was like, all right, I'm going to make a pass on Patrick. And I got to kind of going a little faster than what I should have been, and it started bouncing. And later on, I'll kind of show you these 2 trees, but there's like 2 trees, and I'm like, great. I'm going to hit that tree, and then I'm going to bounce off of that tree and hit this tree, and then who knows what's going to happen. And that's exactly what I did. And I think that's why partially on camera it's kind of jacked up. It's a little higher than it should have been. It should be facing, I like seeing my handlebars. Kind of frustrated that you can't. But Jordan, if you're watching this, you'll be happy. You're kind of seeing how you would as if you're actually riding the trail, not looking down right in front of your wheel. Look dead center, about what, 30, 40 feet ahead of you or whatever. So with that being said, I was like, oh, that was really dumb. That's a good way to, ruin a race right off the get-go. So I kind of toned it back a little bit and like, all right, let's just follow Patrick here until the opportunity arises. And that's what I do. And, well, hey, opportunity. So, all right, green arrows, right? What does that mean? You can go left or right. I go right. I know right is way faster. Slightly more challenging. Pretty straightforward, though. And, yeah, make the pass. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That was more of the left is more for like I think more in the AM race. Definitely, a lot of riders should probably take the left, but if you're in the PM race, straight was no problem there. All right, so yeah, so I have the lead now, and can we hold on to it? Who knows? So Patrick, fun facts about him: he's an ex-motocross racer. So come to find out, no wonder I kept like just kind of telling him the whole time I'm in the woods. Because, he's not that comfortable in the woods. And then we get into this clear open stuff, and I'm turning around all the time, and he is hot on my tail. I'm like, what gives, man? Like, how come I can't shake him? So, like, we'll kind of see a trend here is, well, in a bit here, I'll turn around. Because that was one thing I realized, because I was, like, 5th only. Retrospect, I shouldn't focus on that so much. I should just focus on my race, trying to do as best I can, and having fun. I looked around a lot more rather than just looking forward and moving forward at all times. So up here, not this corner, but the one coming around the pole up here, you'll see me kind of look over my right shoulder here. Boom, did. So right there's Patrick, right on me. I'm like, but he was so not that fast in the woods. Why is he right on me? Well, because the second half's a little more open. First half's real tight, kind of squirrely, slick, a lot of rocks. Second half, quite a bit more open. I don't want to catch that. It's a guy from a row above in front of me right there, so I want to get around him as cleanly as possible. Yeah, so but I think a good thing. Oh, here coming through lap 1. All right. First place, Patrick, a big 1 second behind me. So one thing I think, because I did take the beginning of this race kind of so casually, of sorts. I mean, I had a few times. Oh, see Mr. Motocross here just destroying me on the corner. Way to go. And honestly, I was kind of backed off a bit because the last thing I want to do is kind of start losing traction and start swinging out wide into him. So, but that's just an excuse. I want results. But you're not going to see them. But no, so one thing, because I was kind of casual about it and just, really taking it easy, I actually did very well when it came to the endurance and being consistent about things. And in fact, except for a slight bobble that you'll see here, my last lap would have been my fastest lap of the day, which, if you know my racing, that's pretty well unheard of. Like lap 1, lap 2, if I don't set my record there, something's funky, because I push way too hard at the beginning and then I die off. So I don't know, maybe I might try this whole let's take it easy and then charge later on, because I think it actually works pretty well, sort of. So here's Patrick, and so I asked him afterwards, I'm like, are you playing with me? Because like he literally just let me by here. And I was like, we're supposed to be racing. And he let me by. I'm cool with that. I don't know why, but I'll take it. I'm moving on. So he said, no, I said, he's kind of doing this one off. He didn't want to interfere with the race. I'm like, well, that's part of racing. And that's one thing I like about the Hillbilly Series is whoever shows up gets scored. There's other series out there. I know Blackjack, which I'm competing in this year, is like that. And like Forward Motion, you have to be a member, or you have to pay a certain amount of money in order to be scored. So people like Patrick wouldn't be scored against you. But for me, I'm like, hey, if you're here, you're racing, you're part of the race. So, I didn't realize this afterwards, but that was Jeff Ott, who actually has been on Enduro Talk with me and is a sweeper today. He's been a trail slave for Chili and the gang. So, a little bit about Enduro Talk. Enduro Talk is kind of my new thing, right? It's my new video, and actually I call it more of a podcast than anything. And what it is a show where I try to bring in a co-host, and we talk about just off-road racing, off-road riding, whatever it is that comes to mind. Up there, I'm looking over my shoulder again, and just, I don't know, more of the off-road scene, right? And it can go anywhere. You guys, and that's kind of one thing I think is kind of fun about it. I have a chat, so like if you get on YouTube, you can type in questions or comments, and you can help actually shape how the show goes just by asking questions or giving your input, because we'll talk about it. It's very free-flowing. That's one thing that's kind of fun is like on this, I'm kind of following what's going on in the screen. Like I'm gonna look over my right shoulder again, and there's gonna be Patrick. There he is. So, but on Enduro Talk, it's whatever me, the co-host, or our phone guest is talking about. So, for example, this week I got Noah Clark coming on with me today. We'll see Noah here in the video laughing at me here soon. And then Corey Buttrick, who, if you guys know anything about anything off-road, super fast dude. That's kind of, wow, he just ruined my goggles. Who kind of took some time off from the sport, and he's coming back in a big way last year and is back in a big way this year. So that's going to be fun, just kind of find out more about Corey, more about Noah, talk about our racing, talk about our riding, and talk about our bikes and off-road. And I want your all's input as well in the forms of questions. You can ask them on Instagram or Facebook before the race or before the show, or you can, of course, talk about do it live on the show as well. So that's one thing. You can do it, watch it live on Facebook or YouTube, listen to it on Facebook, or you can listen to it anytime on your podcasts of your choice later on. So yeah, so what happened back there earlier, Patrick just totally splooshed my goggles, and like I was already out of tear-offs and couldn't see anymore. So I was like, but I was thinking ahead there, and I set an extra set of goggles there next to the track. All right, so remember Jeff Ott, sweeper. He's going to be helping he's going to be my little, what would you call him? Like the little guy on your shoulder saying, go faster. Well, he's going to be like literally that guy for like half a lap now. So if you listen, you'll hear a 4-stroke. That's not me. Maybe. Well, he's back there. And it was kind of cool because really, it was kind of odd. The numbers were a little down today because of the reschedule, and then also the last minute change. It was supposed to be at Soggy Bottom. It got moved back to Kilburn Woods Tuesday, and this race is Sunday, so like 5 days before. So yeah, numbers were a little down. So it was kind of odd. Like I didn't see that many racers out here. So having Jeff kind of right behind me, pushing me the whole time, really did help mentally, just kind of keep me moving, keep me going forward, and all that. So, but yeah, for Enduro Talk though, check it out. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Check it out. Subscribe, and of course, share it. Share it with your friends. Tell people about it. Number one way to grow this. And then, yeah, of course, also if you're new to iRush Racing at all, go ahead and subscribe to me on YouTube as well. So, anyways, all right. So yeah, this is just kind of like what I mentioned. The first half is, well, actually, I think we got through a lot of the most rocky stuff that you've seen, but this is kind of the sweet stuff right here. Kilburn Woods is an interesting place. Like, I think it's at a point now where it's definitely not what you call a smooth track, but it's not getting any rougher because there's just so much rock here. Like, you're never going to find these bottomless ruts, right? This place could be soaking wet, and it's not going to get any rougher than it is today. Nor will you find these just endless ruts. There's just too much rock here. This is probably my favorite section right here. This is the bottom right near the creek. It's fast, it's flowy, it's fun. 3 Fs. Oh, there's a fast dude. So there was my guest last week on Enduro Talking Fact, Travis Renaud. Travis Renaud would go on to win the race in a dominating fashion. Well done, Travis. Yeah, Travis is having quite the season this year, doing quite well in the GNCCs and the National Enduros. The creek. This is a fun little creek. It's very tempting to go to the right, a little drier, but not as fast. And here, so I'm used to like Travis and Noah just like duking it out. So I hear a 2-stroke behind me, and I assume it's Travis. No, it's a guy who just got around. So I'm like, dang it, he kind of got the jump on me, and this is always the dilemma, right? I'm like, all right, if I get around a guy in road in front of me, and he gets back around me, at that point, he kind of earned the spot being back in front of me, even though it kind of did let him back by. So I was like, crap, shoot, how am I going to get around this kid? And then he does that. I'm like, oh, that's how I'm going to get around him. Cool. All right, problem solved. Oh, and there's Jeff right behind me, and then some mystery rider. And me still looking over my shoulder way too much. Forward, Charlie. Forward, move forward, not backwards, right? Doesn't matter if they're behind you, because they're behind you, and you're going to move forward and away from them. There we go. Yeah. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, Noah? Yeah, Noah's coming up here. So Noah, who's joining me this week on Enduro Talk, is this guy here on the left. Boom. Super fast dude. And I want to say congratulations, Noah. Even though you did get a second place today, you did win the overall championship for the Hillbilly GP 2018-19 season. Well done, pat on the back. Noah, who is 17, he's rising. Well, him and Travis, tell you what, right now, Missouri has just a slew of guys that are developing. So, you know, there's another guy that's been racing a lot of these races that's not here today. That's Nathan Rector. Nathan is actually up in Michigan doing the ISDE qualifying race, along with James King, who, you know, he's kind of adopted Missourian for us. So yeah, they did actually quite well, and they are well on their way to qualifying for the 2019 ISDE in Portugal. So that should be awesome. And so yeah, we got those guys, and then we have some more of the established names, such as Cole Hensley and Brandon Forrester, and then we got Andrew Smith kind of making a comeback as well. He's kind of been off the radar for a bit, but he's got back on the saddle and out racing again. So there's like all these guys, and in fact, it was pretty cool at the latest GNCC, National Enduro. You know, we didn't have, I don't believe, any Missourians in the top 10, but you look at top 20, and I think there was four guys from Missouri in the top 20. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty dang awesome. And so yeah, I mean, Missouri is watch out, rest of world. All right, so yeah, I was watching the clock there. Let me think here. Lap. Yeah, I'm done by like 40 seconds now. I think, yeah, I lost another 9 seconds. So I'm like, all right, I can make that up in this last lap. Pretty sure this last lap. Oh yeah, so here is where I crashed before I turned the camera on. That tree right there. So that tree on the right, I was gonna hit that one, nope, the one on the left first, then the right, then crash onto the ground in big, you know, yard sale fashion. But somehow I managed to keep it up. The only thing I did do is knock my left handguard kind of down a bit, more than it should have been. But considering what could happen, I was pretty thrilled that that was the result. And I also said, slow it down a bit, don't be dumb. So I did. Nah, I don't know if I did or not. So anyways, yeah, at this point, oh, hey, Brian Blavelt getting third today overall. Well done, Brian. So yeah, my conservation strategy worked really well. It's hard to tell because I'm nowhere near as fast as Brian or Noah or Travis. But like me right now, like I'm riding and I'm thinking like, man, I'm killing it right now. In fact, look at that. I can still see Brian up there. Okay, well, yeah, kind of now, and he's going to be gone. But still, I mean, that was like a good 10 seconds there. And I mean, to me, that's pretty amazing. So, I know it's coming up here. So outside my little incident there with the two trees, I've been pretty well off. Well, even then I was off the ground, never dropped it. And I was riding pretty well and having a good flow, and then this. Like, dang it. And so yeah, bike dropped. At first I was kind of landed pretty good on my right side, and I was like, oh, don't hurt the wrist, because I kind of had a delicate wrist here as of lately. But the wrist is healthy. Unlike Huck's, my wrist is healthy. Haha. That's what you get for jumping off the back of trucks, Huck. Jeez. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This last lap really could have been my fastest lap of the day if it wasn't for the fact of that little spillover right there. Frustrating, but pretty happy overall. And even with that, go ahead and give away a little future information here. I still caught 9 seconds up to Patrick. Still, when he's 40 seconds ahead, 9 seconds, you're not catching Patrick. So that, yeah, second place for the day. And with that, it means I won the class championship. Yes. Unfortunately, my closest competitor, Rick, had a flat tire. Dang it. But anyways, yeah, second, first for the season. And I'm looking forward to this next winter. And with that, though, it's full sailing ahead for this summer with the Blackjack Enduro Series. But first, you know, I don't think I'm going to be there. I would love to be there. There's just racing last week and 2 weekends in a row. Hardwood Hills is coming up this weekend. If you're going to be there, it's going to be an awesome race. Usually is. But the next race that I know I'll be at will be down in Texas at the Bartow Ranch. That's going to be on April 28th. To find out more about that, you can go to www.blackjackenduro.org. But yeah, and then of course, Enduro Talk, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Facebook, YouTube, podcast. Spreaker is the podcast actually host site. So if you want to listen to it live, you can go there, or Facebook. It shares there automatically. And so it's a good time. I have fun. Lots of good suggestions. I get a lot of great feedback from my fellow racers. Anyways, I'll see you there. Bye.